Diagramming Data class. For these classes, we have been looking at how to analyze data in different ways. Today, we are going to be analyzing data using the box and whisker diagram and the leaf and stem diagrams. First, we will start by defining what a quartile is. A quartile is the number that divides this data into 4 equal parts. Okay, so we are going to have 3 different quartiles. We will have the middle quartile, which would be exactly in the middle. We will have the lower quartile, which would be 3/4 of the data. And we would have the lower quartile, which would be 1/4 of the data. Okay? Now, the box and whisker diagram is a way to analyzing or ordering the data to see where it is the most charged. And it is called this way because it is a box and it has whiskers. Now, how do we put the data inside of this diagram? First, we are going to get the middle quartile. The middle quartile is the median for all of the data. Here we have this data that is skill check number 1. It's in your slides. I already ordered the data from lowest to greatest. So remember how to get the median. The median is the middle score. We have here 2 middle scores. We have 2 middle scores which are 91 and 92. When we have 2 middle scores, what we do is we average them. The average of 91 and 92 is 91.5. So our middle quartile is going to be in here, and we are going to label it as 91.5. That is our middle quartile. Next, let's get our lower quartile. Our lower quartile is, we are going to take this half of the data, the lower half, and we're going to find the median of just this part of the data. The median of this part of the data, we also have 2 values. But when we are talking about lower or upper quartiles, we are not going to average the median. Okay? When we are on the lower quartile, we are going to take the lower value. Okay? In this case, we would be taking the 86. And we are going to put it at the end, at the beginning of the box. It's 86. Next, we are going to take the upper half of the data to get our upper quartile. We also have 2 middle data, which is 95 and 95. Since they are the same number, we are just going to take the 95. But if they weren't the same number, since we are talking about the upper quartile, we would take the upper score. Okay? In the lower quartile, we take the lowest, and in the upper quartile, we take the greatest. Now, we are missing 2 data in our box and whiskers diagram. We are missing the first and the last score. Okay? Here at the very beginning of the whisker, we are going to place the 79. and at the end of the other whisker, we are going to place the 100. It's very simple to do this type of diagrams. The first data is the first or the lowest score, then we have the lower quartile, then the middle quartile, next we have the upper quartile, and lastly we have the greatest value of all of the data. Now let's continue with the stem and leaf diagram. The stem and leaf diagram is called that way because it resembles the stem of a plant with its leaves. You also have an example in your presentation, which is skill check number 2. And we have the scores of the Patriots. These scores are the following. Now, for the stem and leaf diagram, we are going to separate each of the data into a stem and a leaf. The stem, it's going to be what is beyond the units, and the leaf, it's going to be only the units. Okay, we can have tens, we can have hundreds, we can have thousands. Everything else is going to be the stem, and the units are going to be the leaves. Okay, we are going to make a stem separated by a line and leaves. The stem, we're going to take everything else that is not units. In this case, we only have tens. And we're going to start with the 50s. Our stem would be the 5, and our leaves, we have 52, so it's going to be a 2. We have another 52 in here. We place another 2. We have a 59. We are going to write the 9 because the 5 is already in the stem. Okay? Next, we have 60s, so we are going to write the 6. And we have 62. We have another 62. We have 63. We have 65. And 66. Our next stem, it's going to be the 7 because we have 70s. We have 70. We are going to write the 0. We have 74 2 times, so we are going to write the 4 2 times. And we have the 7, 77. And at the end of every stem and leaf diagram, we have to write the key. The key is how we separated each of the data. And for that, we just write one example. We will take the 52 as an example. Our key would be 5 division 2. That means 52. This key is telling us that when we see a 5 as the stem and a 2 in the leaves, that means 52. Okay? It is telling us that the stem are tens and the leaves are ones. Now please solve the exercises that you will see at the end of this video, and I hope everything was clear enough. If you have any questions, just log into the Facebook Live Q&A. And that's it for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.